As Ayurveda concerned about curing disease and for maintaining healthy state of an individual, it gained lot of attention and it's been in limelight during this ongoing pandemic. Building immunity through yoga, vitamin tablets, Ayurvedic formulations like Kashaya and Rasayana are the major topic of discussion, and these became the most and common practice everywhere. But some were using these vitamin tablets and Ayurvedic formulations for long term, taking wrong route. That is, instead of boosting immunity, these are leading to hypervitaminosis and other side effects. Coming to Ayurvedic formulations like Kashaya, prepared by medicinal herbs like Guduchi, Maricha, Twak, etc., started to show its another phase of adversity at clinical level. All these facts put patients in dilemma for using Ayurvedic formulations. Now, it's time for reality check using Ayurvedic classics for reference. No doubt that Ayurveda gives importance to immunity. But shockingly in Ayurveda, nowhere it has explained that taking Kashaya or any tablet for long term helps in boosting immunity. Yes, it is true. Ayurveda explained that maintaining healthy state is necessary. In the same context, it has explained various methods and measures for maintaining healthy state. Doing improper activities and taking medicines for immunity doesn't save you from diseases. It is just like pouring water to the pot with hose. To remain healthy, one should also follow other rules of food and regimen. This is what Ayurveda says about immunity. Coming to Ayurvedic formulations, Ayurveda doesn't generalize any medicines for everyone. Instead of that, it says each and every individual is different. That is, Purusham Viksha according to Acharya Charaka. It means treatment and medicine will be different for every person, as everyone is different by their physical, biological and mental status since birth. Not only Ayurveda but every other system of medicine agreed that medicine which is administered without assessing the patient and condition will definitely give the adverse drug reaction. In the same passion, Ayurveda gives detailed description for selection of medicines, its dose and activities needed for treatment. These are advised only after assessing individual's quality of life with biological status and diseased condition. Ayurveda gives importance to 10 major points which should be analyzed before selecting medicines. Among these, basic major points like digestive capacity referred as Agni, bowel habits referred as Koshta, Matra referred for dose, time of intake referred as Kala, which includes seasonal or disease duration, region referred as Desha, that is region of disease and patient's residential region. Medicines which are not administered without following these rules will definitely give rise to side effects and other adverse reactions. Now, the question arises like, does this popularized and generalized formulation are advised on based on these criteria? Absolutely not. Then how come these preparations become generalized? Well, the answer to this is based on its medicinal properties of certain herbs for antimalarial and antihistamine or antipyretic activity. No one is objecting the use of these preparations for immunity. Even Ayurveda doesn't say that these formulations won't help the patient. But the real perception is different. That is, Ayurveda gives many other daily regimens such as head and body massage, oil pulling therapy, which has to be followed for maintaining healthy state. But at the end of this description, it claims that every practice should be advised after analyzing individual, as exercise and diet for obese and lean person varies. Ayurvedic medicines also has side effects. Let us consider Kashaya, which contain very spicy, dry, hot potency, which can't be given to the people who lives in northern part of India, that too in summer season, as desired medicinal effect won't be the same. Here, region and season plays major role. Similarly, practice of Chyawanprasha and other Rasayana. Unfortunately, the popularized and presently used generalized dose, which doesn't concern about these criteria, will not give the medicinal effect. As most people are not aware about this, they may end up at adverse drug reactions. Now, one more question arises, like does these preparations like Kashaya, Sudarshan Ganavati or anything are explained or not in Ayurveda? No doubt that Ayurveda explains all this preparation, but as a treatment for diseased condition, that too in prescribed dose and duration, but not in the context of preventing disease or boosting immunity. Research papers and other experts of Ayurveda opines that long-term usage of guduchi may lead to paraplegia, tulsi may lead to sterility, hot and spicy dry drugs has effect on blood pressure, hyperacidity, etc. And same can be seen in the patient who are using Ayurvedic formulations for long term without assessing themselves by a doctor. To summarize this video, according to Ayurveda, other than Kashaya and tablet, there are many ways to increase immunity or to maintain healthy states. Imprudent or negligence to Ayurvedic medicines and its mechanism for long term may end up in adverse effect just similar to hypervitaminosis by vitamin tablets. However, the concern of deeper understanding is kept in mind and further development can be foreseen in upcoming days. Somewhere, by comparing Ayurveda to Western medicine in order of proving and competing in terms of modern research methods by means of clinical trial, the genuinity and core principles are getting loosened or totally getting imprudent or neglected. Don't fall or don't be the prey for commercial ads stating immunity booster in form of tea, sanitizer, toothpaste, soap, etc. Although the immunity boosters now become the great modalities for product sales. So it is always better to consult a doctor and assessed by them before taking any medications, rather self-medicating and later on blaming Ayurveda for adverse effect and calling it as placebo or pseudoscience. Experts' concern is not to contradict these generalized practice, but to follow them after proper assessment by a doctor.